I have a long history of working with medical staffs from my experience as in-house counsel. And so I'm currently working on medical staff bylaws for 3 large hospitals, trying to make them compliant with legal and regulatory requirements, with Joint Commission requirements, and also make them compliant with the practices of the hospital. My goal with the medical staff bylaws is always to simplify them, make them understandable and readable. And I tell my clients every day that the form follows the function, so we have to figure out what the function is and then what the form is. And then a lot of my practice is also helping clients with achieving their goals. So I've been involved with 2 of my clients, one in Alaska and one in the Virgin Islands this year, with strategic planning, where I've actually gone with the client, their strategic planning meetings, where we evaluate where they are and where they want to be. And in evaluating where they want to be, we look at, is that where they should be? Are they wanting to be in the place that's best for them? And then figuring out how to get from where they are to where they want to be. So if they want to sell their practice, they want to maintain an independent practice. If they want to joint venture, we look at all the options. And that's been a real fun part of my practice, being involved in the business of my client in addition to just the legal aspects. I found out when I was in college that if I got a degree in nursing, I could go to law school. So I graduated from college actually in 2.5 years, and then I worked for 1.5 years as a nurse, as much as I could to save up money for law school, and went to law school. My nursing background and clinical education has made me familiar with the vocabulary, has made me familiar with how things work in the hospital. And I think it gives me a tremendous advantage over other attorneys who haven't been, in essence, in the trenches working. So I see how things function, and when my clients talk to me, I know what they're talking about. My goal is really to make sure that people understand what they're giving and what they're getting in exchange for what they're giving and what the deal is going to be. I never want my clients to come back and say, you didn't tell me this was going to happen, or I wasn't aware of this. And so from that perspective, it's a little bit different in healthcare. Sometimes when you buy or sell a business, you walk away and you never see the other person. Very frequently, if a physician sells to a hospital or enters a joint venture, those 2 parties are together for a very long time. So they both have to feel like they've been treated fairly.